Hello and welcome to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to send Telegram messages from Google Sheets before due date. Now let's say that I have subscribed for various applications. Now my objective here is that every time an application is about to get expired, then a notification must be sent to my team sitting on Telegram before due date. Now to do this, we'll have to integrate Google Sheets and Telegram, and we can do the same using Pabbly Connect. So here my trigger will be Google Sheets and my action application will be Telegram. Now to understand how you can do this entire integration and automation of application yourself without the need of any coding skills, let's begin. So now let's understand the step-by-step process. So this here is my Pabbly Connect homepage. You can reach here by writing pabbly.com/connect in your address bar. Now once you reach here, you have to either sign in or sign up. So if you are an existing user, simply sign in, and if you are a new user, you can sign up for free. Now when you are signing up, you're going to get 100 free tasks so that you can test all your automations. Okay, so here we have reached all applications page, and here I'm going to click on access now for Pabbly Connect as we are doing this integration using this software. Now as we reach the dashboard, on the right hand side there's a tab create workflow. Click on this. And this dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now here you can give any random name. I'm going to name it as per my objective, which is to send Telegram messages from Google Sheets before due date. Now I'm going to click on create. And as we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One here is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically, action here is the automated response of your trigger application. Let's understand this with the help of an example. So every time you swipe your card and the payment is made, then you get a notification about the amount debited. Now how does that happen? With the help of automation. In such a case, your trigger will be the payment gateway and your action application can be any application through which you can send these notifications. Now once we have understood this, let's come to our use case. So here my trigger application will be Google Sheets. Let's click on this. And the trigger event. So this is the event that is going to make this workflow run, and here it will be new or updated spreadsheet rows. Now you can see here we have received this webhook URL. This URL is going to act as a bridge for connecting Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets. So I'm going to copy this. Here you can see we have the help text here. Please read this carefully. Now let me exactly show you what you have to do. So this here is my sheet that I have created. So the name of the spreadsheet is subscription status. Within the spreadsheet, I've got only one sheet, which is sheet 1. I have got two fields over here, subscription name and expiration date. So here we have got different applications and their expiry date. Now we are going to go to extensions, go to add-ons, get add-ons. And here we have reached Google Workspace Marketplace. Here we are going to look for Pabbly Connect webhooks. And you can see that this particular application has already been installed. So once you install this, close this window. Do not forget to refresh the page. This is absolutely important. And once you have refreshed this, wait for a few seconds and then we are going to go back to extensions and you would be able to see Pabbly Connect webhooks here. So I'm going to go here, go to initial setup. Now here you can see that we are supposed to set up our webhook URL over here. The system has already selected the sheet. Now this URL that we had just copied, we have to paste the same here. Then we have the trigger column. Now this trigger column is the final data column where the data is added. And in this particular sheet, we have our final data column as column B. So here I'm going to enter B and now click on submit. You can see that the configuration is set. Let's click on send test. And the test data has been sent successfully. Now I'm going to close this and take you back to Pabbly Connect to see if we have received the response. And yes, here you can see we have received the response. This here is our trigger column. This is the subscription name. Here we have the spreadsheet name. This is the ID, sheet name, sheet ID. This here is the row index and expiration date. Now we want that every time new data is added here, then automatically the response should be shared with Pabbly Connect. To make sure that happens, we have to go back to extensions, Pabbly Connect webhooks. Here you can see send on event. So please click on this so that you can get this tick mark right here. So this ensures that every time there's a new event, then automatically Pabbly Connect will have the response. Now once we have received this information, I want that a notification should be sent to my team sitting on Telegram a day prior to the expiration date. For this, I'll have to subtract 1 day from this particular date. And to do this, I'm going to use a feature by Pabbly, which is datetime formatter. And the action event here will be to add or subtract time. Now here I'm going to click on connect. So once this is connected, here we have to enter the date. So I'm going to click on this. You can see the previous step here, and this is the response. This is the expiration date. Now this method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping, and this is important so that every time your workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. Let's say that I had written this date manually. Then even when a new event was added to my Google Sheet with a new date, it wouldn't have taken that date. Instead, it would have taken the same manually written data, because then that data would have become static. So whenever you have some information which is going to keep on changing with every response, which means that the information is dynamic, so you are supposed to map it the way I did. And when the information is static, you can just write it manually. Now here we have to enter the expression to format and from format. So the expression means what is the amount that you wish to add or subtract to the date. Now here I want 1 day prior, so I'm going to write -1 day. Now before I enter this information, so once let's say that I have received the date which is 17th, what would I want? I would want my workflow to be delayed until that particular date. Right, to do that, I'll add another action step, which will be a feature by Pabbly, which is delay. Now here I would want my workflow to be delayed until. Now why did I come directly to this particular step? Because here we have to see the format. Now the date has to be written in this particular format, and also remember that it is going to be in UTC format here, which means that if I want this notification to be sent on Telegram at 10 o'clock in the morning, here I am supposed to add 4 hours and 30 minutes. Why? Because the UTC time is 5.5 hours ahead of the local time. So here I have mentioned 4 hours 30 minutes. Also the from format is simple, which is date, month and year, but the to format has to be this format. So here I'm going to select this particular format, which is year, month, date, then we have seconds, hours and seconds. This is the format. Now as I click on save and send test request here, so you can see that we have received 17th, which is 1 day before, and also the time is 4:30. So as per the local time, it would be 10 o'clock. Now what I'm going to do is, here in this particular step, once you have refreshed the delay date, so as I click on this, go to step 2, and the delay date and time is this. Okay, now this is exactly in the same format. That is why I directly came to this particular step to explain you why we have written the expression and the to format in this way. Now I hope you have understood this. I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as we do that, here we can see that the status is a success and the workflow has been delayed until this particular date and time. Now what is going to be my final action step? Here I'm going to choose the application Telegram, and the action event here will be to send a text message or reply. Now I'm going to click on connect, and here Pabbly Connect wants to connect with Telegram bot account, so I'm going to select add new connection. Now here we have to enter the token. So before you do that, first of all you have to open Telegram web, and then once this is done, you have to search for bot father, then start the conversation, and here we have to enter new bot. So you have to create a new bot. So here it is saying all right, a new bot. Now we have to name it. Let's say the name is subscription status 123. Now we can see that the name has been accepted, and now we have to choose a username. Also remember that the username has to end with _bot. So here I'm going to write subscription status underscore bot. Let's also write 123. Okay, subscription status 123 underscore bot. And as we do that, we can see that yes, our new bot has been created. And now let me take you back to Pabbly Connect. So here this token that is required. So we have received the token over here. So this here is our token. Let's copy this. And I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect and paste the same here. Let's click on save to set up this connection. Now once the connection is all set, and as I take you down, here we have to enter the chat ID. How can we receive this? So what I'm going to do is, here I'm going to click on this particular link to find the recently created bot. There is the bot. Now I'm going to start this conversation so that I can see this bot here in the chat. Now with this particular bot, I'm going to create a new group. So first of all, I want subscription status 123. Then let's add a few more people. And now I'm going to click on enter. Let's rename this. So I'm going to name it as subscription status new group. Let's click on enter. And as we do that, here you can see that the new group has been created. So as you click here in the profile, you can see the members. Now what do I want? The bot that I have recently created, I want to promote this bot as the admin. Now to do that, what we have to do is, now you have to take your phone and open the Telegram application there. Then go to this particular group that you have created. Click on the profile. Now you have to long press on the bot that you have created and you will get an option promote to admin. Click on that. And then on the top right corner there is a tick mark. Click on that, and then as I refresh this from here, you will be able to see that the bot has been promoted to admin. Let's go here, and yes, you can see this is the admin now. Now this here is your chat ID. So I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect, paste the same here with a hyphen here. Okay, then we have the text message. So here I'm going to write, team, the subscription for following application is about to get expired. Now here we are going to map the application's name. Let's go to step 1. This here is the name of the application. Let's map the expiration date. This here is the expiration date. Then I have written, please follow up for the same. Regards, Pabbly. Okay, so this here is my text message. Then we have the message thread ID, reply to message ID. So we have got these details here. These are not a required field. Then we have the parse mode. So here you can either select markdown style or HTML style. I have selected HTML, and now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And as we do that, here we have received the response, according to which now a notification must be received by my team on Telegram. Let's go and check the same. And yes, here we can see we have received this message. So this means that our integration is a success. So I hope this is absolutely clear to you. Let's go back to Pabbly Connect to understand what we have done. So here our trigger was Google Sheets, where the event was new or updated spreadsheet row. Then our action application was a feature by Pabbly, which is date temp formatter. This was to subtract the date. And then we had our next action application, another feature by Pabbly, which is delay, so that our workflow can be delayed till the due date. And our final action application was Telegram bot, where the event was to send a text message or reply. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us.
Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.